Marcus Aurelius quotes for key lesson on life from Emperor. The more we value things outside our control, the less control we have. It is not events that disrupt people, it is their judgments concerning them. The best answer to anger is silence. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Reject your sense of injury and the injury itself disappears. Nothing natural is evil. Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself. To love only what happens, what was destined. No greater harmony. Each of us needs what nature gives us when nature gives it. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. That which is not good for the beehive cannot be good for the bees. Loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight. Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present. How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it? Each day provides its gifts. Life is neither good nor evil, but only a place for good and evil. Anger cannot be dishonest. Do every act of your life as though it were the very last act of your life. What we do now echoes in eternity. Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his soul. Because a thing seems difficult for you, do not think it impossible for anyone to accomplish. Confine yourself to the present. Whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize? Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane. Tomorrow is nothing, today is too late, the good life was yesterday. To live happily is an inward power of the soul. To refrain from imitation is the best revenge. The first rule is to keep an untroubled spirit. The second is to look things in the face and know them for what they are. Let not your mind run on what you lack as much as on what you have already. Look well into thyself. There is a source of strength which will always spring up if thou wilt always looks. When another blames you or hates you, or people voice similar criticisms, go to their souls, penetrate inside and see what sort of people they are. You will realize that there is no need to be racked with anxiety that they should hold any particular opinion about you. Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. While you live, while it is in your power, be good. Where a man can live, he can also live well. The act of dying is one of the acts of life. A man should be upright, not be kept upright. Be content to see what you are. The universal order and the personal order are nothing but different expressions and manifestations of a common underlying principle. What springs from earth dissolves to earth again, and heaven-born things fly to their native seat. Whatever the universal nature assigns to any man at any time is for the good of that man at that time. Death, like birth, is a secret of nature. You are, for it is in your power to retire into yourself whenever you choose. A man's worth is no greater than the worth of his ambitions. Your days are numbered. Use them to throw open the windows of your soul to the sun. If you do not, the sun will soon set, and you with it. How ridiculous and how strange to be surprised at anything which happens in life. Humans have come into being for the sake of each other, so either teach them or learn to bear them. Do what you will. Even if you tear yourself apart, most people will continue doing the same things. Receive without conceit, release without struggle. If any man despises me, that is his problem. My only concern is not doing or saying anything deserving of contempt. Look back over the past, with its changing empires that rose and fell, and you can foresee the future too. There is nothing that happens to any person but what was in his power to go through with. Adapt yourself to the things among which your lot has been cast and love sincerely the fellow creatures with whom destiny has ordained that you shall live.